What's up, guys? Johnny Sedum here.
Chris Doyle, good morning.
And we're headed out of Islamorada today in the Florida Keys, which is really just a hop, skip, and a jump for us to get down to the Keys. We're going out for, really an adventure today. There's a lot of different things to do here. There's so much stuff in the shallow, the deep, mid-water. There's the humps where a lot of tunas are, and we're just gonna go out here and give it our best to crush fish. So we'll see you guys in a bit.
We're just a few guys that decided to pursue our passion. As we hit destination fishing spots in our local waters out of Pompano Beach, Florida, we want to fill you in on what we have learned along the way.
The Florida Keys is one of my favorite places in the world. It's a beautiful string of islands south of the Florida Peninsula. There's hundreds of great charter boats and captains and head boats that you could go fishing with, whether you want to go inshore for tarpon, permit, or head offshore. You know, they have wahoo, grouper, snapper. I mean, it's unlimited, sailfish. It's really an amazing place, and as a kid I would come down here quite often and fish the bridges with my Uncle Steve and some friends, and then the icing on the cake was my annual trip on the Yankee Cap out of Key West. Now that I'm a bit older, I have the means to get offshore and I can explore some of the areas I've wanted to fish for quite some time, and that's what this trip is about.
All right, Christopher Doyle.
That's it.
We're at the Islamorada Humps, guys. And this is a common knowledge area. You can find it on any map. It's well known for tunas and amberjack, and I think like a lot of the local charter guys will bring their patrons out here to catch fish.
We got a game plan today. It doesn't involve this necessarily, but we are starting our day here to hopefully get a little warmed up. Just gonna send some jigs down there. We're in about 500 feet, 300 gram trusty old torpedo here, and I'm just looking to get tight on anything.
Yeah, really. I mean, so our drift speed's at 2.3, 2.4. It's a little bit sporty out here. It's supposed to calm down as the day progresses.
Correct. We chose today because hopefully we'll show you this afternoon what it's going to look like. That's why we chose today to come fish out here.
So I'm throwing down 300 gram guava. What do you got?
Yeah, 300 gram guava.
He saw me do it, and he picked that out. So let's drop some jig, guys. All right, let's see what's down there, boys. That's it, huh?
We're gonna need more of those. Something else for them?
Oh, I'm tight. There he is. There he is. Hooked up, baby. Oh, powerful fish, man. Oh, that feels like a shark. That feels like a shark. Maybe not. This area is just riddled with sharks, is what I've heard now, and they're just ferocious. So the last fish that I only got a chunk of meat that came up. So I'm questioning, whether this has been sharked or not sharked. I'm still getting some bobbing, and I'm getting up a little ways. So this could be more promising than last. We got color. Looks like I got a nice jack. Made it to the boat, baby. Made it to the boat. There we go, boys. Albacore jack. Actually made it all the way up. I'm surprised, man. The last one, all I got was a chunk of meat off of them. Fantastic, man. It's nice to get one to the boat whenever you're in an area that there's so many sharks around. So I am gonna send this guy home because we're gonna be looking for a snapper a little bit later, and I only need enough to just make some dinner. But that was a nice hook set. If you look down there, he had two hooks. So this bottom hook and that bottom hook was in him. Look how dark he is. You guys see how tall that dorsal fin is on the top there? That's how you can tell the difference. Yep, right there, Chris is pointing to it for you. That's how you can tell the difference between the Almaco and the Amberjack. But this guy's a nice dark color. Sometimes they actually will be a little bit brighter color. It really depends on their habitat, where they're living and what they're eating. So I'm gonna send this guy back down. The best way to release these fish is you wanna get that water rushing through their gills whenever you send them down. So you just kind of do like that. And then we know that he's got some oxygen in his gills, and hopefully he can get away from the sharks and make it back down there.
Well, here's what happened my first drop, and I gotta be honest, I never even felt it. So it must have plugged me on the fall, and maybe something felt a little off on one of those drops, but 2 sides of 300-pound test cord sheared right off. Something toothy. Yeah, I got a little burner.
Tight on the drop.
A very early on into the descent. See that turn and burn? That little shakeroo?
Hey, first fish of the day.
3-pound blackfin. Ready? Maybe 4.
Look at that vibration.
Here he is.
That's definitely a blackfin.
Oh, hey, maybe 2.
Let's do some sushi for lunch. I think we're gonna send him back, huh? What do you think, Chris?
Yeah.
That's all right though.
He can grow it up.
That's a way to knock the snake off today, though.
Look at him all fired up there. I can hold him so he looks huge.
Yeah, hold him out. Let's see how big you can make him look.
Now me and this here tuna.
A suitcase tuna.
Me and this here tuna. More like a, what do you call it? Just a little purse?
Little purse.
Little purse tuna.
Let's send him back. Let's hope the little guy lives.
Jigs the biggest one.
Yep.
So get these back hook off first. Control the jig. These here pelagics, the way they shake, man, notorious for sinking a hook in your hand. Last hook, pop him off, be good to go.
All right, guys, so while we're just slowly moving over to a second spot, I wanted to kind of bring up a topic that comes up a lot for anglers, I think, all over the world, no matter where you live. And Chris brought it up by showing me on the computer at our office, and he said it's gonna be almost a full moon when we go out. And my first reaction to that is, well, what does that mean for us going offshore and deep water fishing? You know, scientists have said a lot of things against it and saying it doesn't matter, and some don't, but I have to believe that when the tidal swing is more, you know, so whenever the moon is a full moon, there's a larger tide which pushes water up onto the shelves inshore and then pushes a lot more water out, and I would say that the bait fish moves in and moves out. So for inshore guys, it probably
matters a lot.
Deep water, I'm questioning, right? So it's like, you know, it's kind of the old hocus pocus thing of full moon where the witches come out and men turn into wolves. Like, right. How much does it really matter? But
the general consensus amongst anglers is don't fish on the full moon.
Right.
For sure. You know, 9 anglers out of 10 will probably say that. But then again, look around us. Today was the weather window. Of
right.
all days to fish this week, today had the beautiful weather. Cold front does move in tomorrow. Wind significantly kicks up. It was kicked up earlier this morning on our way out. It was kicked up yesterday, the day before, and the day before. So the weather window fell a day before the full moon. Right. What do? You go fishing.
So there is the minor and major bite, and if you go on to an app, this is a tool that we use a lot, Fish Angler. You know, they will lay out, you know, based on your coordinates, what the minor and the major bite is. And basically all that means is on the minor, where's the moon at on the minor? 90 degrees. It's at a 90-degree angle. And then whenever it's the major bite, the moon is actually directly above you on your latitude line. So that's all that means. And for us, we find that we've had more luck on the minor.
Right.
But here's the kicker, right?
We probably fish harder when we know it's the minor because we think it's good.
That's it. Yeah, we fish harder.
We do feel like, yeah, the minor pays. I think the major today was 10:30 to 12:30, and the minor was super early in the morning.
Yeah.
But those things, and yeah, Fish Angler also gives you the moon. It gives you the isobar, the current pressure. It gives you the tides. It gives you the major, minor, the wind. It gives a lot of good information, and then you can even cycle to subsequent days to see how it all changes. So yeah, we like Fish Angler. It's one of the many tools that we use.
That's right.
Including this equalizer when we catch some grouper today, since just about all groupers are closed. We'll go back down, you know, as safely as possible.
Well, we're almost to our spot, Chris.
Yeah.
And guys, stick around because I'm going to introduce you to our newest jig. That when this video drops, that jig is going to be out, and it is phenomenal.
We found a tasty little spot that had a nice amount of marks that started with a tuna on the drop and a couple slams on the bottom. So guess what? We're drifting it again. And we are tight. About 500 feet. Little thump on the bottom. Kind of was very aggressive at first. Not that we're trying to figure out species bites, but my call is a blue line tile. Not too big, but I felt it's amazing. Still 600 feet down. I got a big heavy jig on. I'm a little overkill. I could probably phase down on my jig, but how aggressive the thrashing was right after he struck makes it exciting. Again, I'm just going manual here on the Seaborg, although I still got about 400 feet. A little bit of color here. See what we got. Chafage.
Oh, grouper. What do you got? A scamp grouper. Oh, that's a no, that's a scamp.
That is a scamp grouper, 20 inch, but we're gonna have to get out the descending tool real quick.
Season's closed, guys. So we'll get out the descending tool quickly here.
Weights in the drawer. Sequelizer. Let's set this to 300 feet since we're in deeper water. So you just push that in all the way. She's set to 300 feet. Get the hooks out of this fish. Nice. Scamps usually go crazy when they hit the deck. Oh, that hook is out. And you want to just do it to mine?
Yeah.
Let's see. Can we go to a ring? Is that possible?
Yeah, go to the bottom. No, I guess the top is the right spot.
So we're gonna hook this sequelizer directly to this jig, which is about a pound. We're gonna get this scamp, because we love scamp grouper, but since we can't keep him, there he is right there, hooked up to the sequelizer, caught on the 600 gram watermelon jig. We're gonna slowly put him in the water, and hopefully the 600 gram jig will do the trick to get him back down.
That's it.
From where he just pulled him up. There he goes. That was about a 21, 22 inch scamp.
You know what the icing on the cake of this is?
Yeah.
That I marked that spot. We know where this scamp lives, so we can come back and get him.
Yeah, I think he just said he's got an older brother or grandfather down there.
Yes. Yep.
Well, we'll leave his
That's
mom
right.
alone. We want her to make more.
His big fat uncle.
His big fat uncle.
Yeah. We'll take Uncle Fatty any day.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the scamp's going.
Hooked up, guys. Lots of head shaking on the bottom. I was tapping the bottom with the jig. We're in this ledge that's going from like 500 and bouncing up to like 430. Chris just caught a nice scamp grouper here. Unfortunately, they're out of season at this point, but we just sent him back down with the descending tool. And then I caught a barracuda that was disguised as a wahoo, but it was a barracuda.
Or was it a wahoo disguised as a
wahoo disguised as a barracuda? That's right. Man, you know what? Your eyes will play tricks on you as these fish come up. Oh, uh-oh. I just got sharked. Oh no, I just got sharked. Oh no.
Pure luck today.
No. Come on.
Pure luck today.
Come on.
Well,
Oh,
it was definitely a good fish.
I felt like this fish got sharked on the way up because it just started peeling a lot of drag, but we're getting pretty close right now. Should be seeing color any second now, but I was still getting head thumps. So I don't think the run was from this fish. I got a feeling it was from something else. Should be getting pretty close here. There's color. Look at that, guys. I knew it. I knew it. There's the other half.
There's the other half.
There's the other half of that almaco that I got earlier. My goodness, the sharks are just ferocious out here. Unbelievable. Yeah. All right, let's see what I got here. 22. Here's Chris. Chris is coming up now. Almaco. Big almaco.
Not that.
Yep. Little almaco.
He's a big little almaco. Right?
Ready?
Yeah. He's a big little almaco.
Well, I think the one I had is definitely bigger than the one you had. Let's get a size comparison here. Not much bigger, except for he's kind of small. Huh?
Like, I went completely slack. Like I knew I was having a strike,
Right?
and I was like super duper slack. So I like reeled into it like I would in 300 feet, but we're in almost 800 feet.
Wow.
And I don't have tail. I don't feel head shakes or tail shakes, but it's almost like I've just been pulling something slowly up. A little bit of shine. It's bright.
Yeah.
And shiny.
What the heck is that? What is that, dude? Oh, no way, Chris. Look at this thing, dude.
It's a ribbon fish.
It's a ribbon fish.
It's a belly hooked ribbon fish.
Wow, bro.
I haven't caught one of those.
That's crazy. Dude, I wonder if you guys can see this, but he's like very holographic.
He was like shining.
That's crazy.
Bumpers.
Wow, look how
That's
sharp those teeth are.
He was shining. He was shining.
Look at, he's got this little tiny tail. How do you swim around with that?
Yeah.
He uses his body.
So.
That's crazy. I gotta take a picture with it.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild, Chris.
Well, new species.
New species, definitely.
All right, guys, I promise you, and I'm gonna deliver. So this is our newest jig coming out, and it's called the One Drop. And this has been something that we've been secretly fishing for the past year. We've caught everything from snowy grouper, queen snapper, mutton snapper, red snapper. We've caught so much fish on this jig that we are super excited to actually put this out on the market. It has a flat side right here, and then it's rounded on the other. So I can kind of give you guys a little bit of a profile look there, plus the V cut. So what I love about this jig is that it gets down super fast. And because of the flat side, which goes almost from one end to the next, it has a ton of hang time. So when you actually thumb the spool and get the jig vertical, it's gonna drop super quick. And then whenever you flick it and leave slack in the line, it has a flutter that is surpassed by no other jig out there. It's a short and stubby profile, so our red feather hooks are absolutely perfect for it. They don't hook into each other. They actually lay exactly how you need it. It's a perfect combo with the hooks that we have. This jig's also going to come with a set of hooks that's already pre-rigged on the top, and it comes in 5 sizes. So we're talking about 120, 220, 320, 420, and 520, and then it's gonna be 4 different color palettes. We're out of the box on the shape and the mold, but we didn't want to change anything up on the color. We wanted to use our proven colors. So we went with the green, which is like a chartreuse that we always use all the time, has glow on it. And any jig with the V right in that area there, as well as right on the sides there, they all have glow on them. So we've got the chartreuse, we've got the silver, which has the glow on it. We have the orange and gold, and then also the blue and pink. These are color palettes that have worked for us perfectly in the past, and that's why we went with them. I see this jig actually making its way up to being our top jig. We definitely are gonna have limited supply starting out, so if you wanna get your hands on one of these, I would suggest doing it now.
Wrapped up our day right where we started, on the Islamorada Hump. I guess we just wanted to get some more good tug before we had to go home.
One more, right? We had to finish off. It's almost like a surefire spot when you come here to this hump.
Yeah, there was guys jigging, there was guys trolling. We left a whole party of boats this morning to go explore the deeper water, which we came down here, you know, in hopes of exploring some deep water spots, you know, that we've been looking at. You know, ideally finding the lady in red, the queen snapper, which did not happen.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's quite all right.
That's fishing.
But we went out to those spots today, and we did our best. We did catch a bucket, you know, a check off the box, which was that ribbon fish.
That's true.
We've never had one of those caught on the boat before. Or
What a strange looking fish.
Strange it was. It fought
it's
straight.
Silver.
Straight, but I mean, beautiful nonetheless.
Yeah, and you know what? The icing on the cake for me was putting down the 1 drop.
Yeah.
You know, which is like our new baby. It's our brainchild. It's something that we've put so much time and work and development to really work on the action of this jig, the coloring that we wanted on it.
From your head to paper to computer to mold to prototype to tweaks to
the first time we filmed, on the first drop, the 1 drop caught a fish.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Yep, on the first drop. That was
right,
cool.
man.
And it was a decent. That was a stud AJ. That was good. And we Ikejimi'd him, and he's gonna go in your smoker this weekend.
Yep, I might even cut a fillet off and cook it at home.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing about AJ's. There's plenty to go around.
Well, we've got wife and kids to get home to.
Yeah, wait! Don't forget sequelizers, mandatory. Our last video had us getting stopped by FWC. We had a Kitty Mitchell grouper, speckled hind, that we had to sink back down along with some ARS. We sunk a scamp grouper down today. These things are absolutely paramount to have on the boat and give the fish of the best chance of surviving, especially this time of year when it's just about every grouper is closed for the next couple months.
Guys, thank you so much for going out with us. To the gentleman that just rode by and said he's got our rod, he's got our jig bag. That is awesome, dude. Thank you, man. It makes our day, man, whenever you guys say hi to us on the water. We love it. We are very approachable.
Process.
Well, guys, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. You could also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Putting a few TikToks out there as well. And most importantly, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Jig on!